All right, so let's react to this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, baby, you been here before?
I didn't hear you.
Have you been
I
here before?
have not. This is
Okay.
my first.
What's your name, baby?
My name is Laura.
Laura, wipe your screen for me.
Is it better?
It's like I think it's a little foggy.
Hold on one second. Here I go. That's better.
Okay, that's better. All right, Laura, where you calling me from, baby?
Detroit.
Troy, how old are you?
I am 37.
37. What you do for a living?
I,
Here's the thing, right? I've said this before. As women age, they become bigger red flags. Because then you want I've promoted this constantly. Men need to ask, why are you single? Because I've said this. Dating for women is easy. It is easy. So, since it's so easy, why are you single when it's easy? Because one, you are, as a woman, you are attracted to or you attract terrible men. Two, you are hard to deal with. And hard to deal with can be in many kind of ways. So those are very, in my opinion, those are very big red flags that men need to see, right? Men need to recognize. Because it speaks a lot to the character, to the personality, to the viewpoint, to the ideology of women. So 37 and she's still single, she's the problem.
I am a patient care tech at a hospital.
Patient care tech. Laura, Detroit, 37. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Taurus, you have any kids?
I do. I have 3 children.
Okay, how old are your 3 kids?
12, 11, and
Okay.
7.
Okay. All by the same man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been married?
I was married with my husband. Those are the children.
Okay. When did you get divorced?
We separated like 5 years ago, but the divorce was finalized 3 years ago.
Okay, got you. So we got Laura, Detroit, 37, Taurus, a patient care tech, mom to 3 kids by her ex-husband. I think I have it all. What kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for somebody who is loyal. Um, that's my biggest thing. Loyalty means everything to me. I feel like everything else can kind of fall in place once you have that loyalty factor. Um,
Now, we're not, I mean, she haven't gotten to it, but a woman that is with a husband, had a husband, divorce, 80% of women, right? 80% of divorces are filed by women. So, to be honest, I doubt she has the loyalty factor. I this is a man you chose to date, you chose to marry, and then you chose to have kids with. You do this is the thing where women have to understand. You do all of these high level commitment, right? And then you still left the man. Most likely, right? You still broke up. You still couldn't make it work. I already don't see loyalty there. Women that divorce, women that, again, unless he cheated or was abusive, divorce shows you your lack of loyalty. So we'll see, but already there, no loyalty if she's the one who left.
Okay.
I don't like men that's like out in the street because I don't hang out in the street. I'm kind of boring. I go to work, I go home. That's really what I do. If I go out, I'm usually, with my partner. So,
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
deal breakers is having a lot of kids by a lot of different women. That's the
What's a
biggest
lot of
deal
kids
breaker.
to you?
4, 5 kids.
This is the thing where I always find women are so ridiculous. It's always their stipulation on men is what their life is. Okay? I guarantee you, if she only had one kid, a lot of kids is 2 kids. Right? But since she has 3 kids, a lot of kids is most likely 4 kids. It's like this is the ridiculous. This is why, right? Women's point of view, women's preferences, women's thought process is selfish. They only think about them. They never care about what the man wants, what the man's preference is. It's like, seriously, you judge you all the bases, right? It's your standards, right? It's how your life is. And I heard this I guess I don't know if I would say quote, right? But this thing where the man that these single mothers get with are the type of man they wouldn't have gotten with if they weren't single mothers. That's something that has really woken me up, right? It's like, wow, I really never thought of it like that, right? So that's the thing why a lot of women, right, settle, right, where they think they're settling, right? So if they weren't single moms, they wouldn't have gotten with that man. If they weren't older, they probably wouldn't have gotten with that man. So on and so on, right? If they weren't, as ugly or as fat or whatever, they wouldn't have gotten with this particular man if they didn't have any kind of, deficiencies themselves. Okay?
You got 4 or 5 baby mamas. You were never in real relationships with them. You just kind of out there just laying seeds everywhere.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So could he have 4 kids by the same woman?
If there was, yeah, if there was history, he had, something with her, he was trying to build with her, it didn't work out, then yeah, sure.
Okay. What about look? Should he look a certain way?
I do like tall people, but I'm only 5 foot, so tall is like, you don't have to be like 6'5" for me, tall is, you can be 5'6", 5'7" and over.
Okay, fair enough. Shout out to the 5'6" men, 5'6" men, 5'7" men. You got one right here.
Only because I'm a midget. Look.
Yeah, 5 feet is short. Did he make a certain amount of money?
As long as you have the basics, you have a roof over your head, you driving your car, you going to work. I don't really,
Okay.
I'm not really.
I like that. I will give women props, right? So a woman that said, oh, as long as he has a job, a car, a roof over his head, boom. I like that. So I'll give her props.
Looking for a sponsor. I'm looking for a partner. So I feel like if I can put what I have or what you have, that's automatically gonna double what we have anyway.
Okay. What up, Godfrey? We haven't seen Godfrey in a minute. Okay. So let's do the Kendra Cam. Let's see this 5 feet woman.
Okay, I got on the road, but let's see. You can see me.
Okay.
Can you see my whole?
You're trying to see your full body.
You can't see my full body.
You can't see your legs.
All right. Here, we're gonna put it somewhere lower. I'm in a bathroom trying to do a Kendra Cam. Okay.
Okay. All right. Woo. Okay, we got you, girl. You
Can't
knocked
show that,
yourself
but
off.
we gotta pull that
Knocking
out
the
a
plants off the wall with that ass.
Kendra, don't do me like that, because you got some too.
It did, but I knocked the plants off the wall, child. You had the plants off. Turned around, the plants fell off the wall. Okay.
Look, that's why I don't post a lot of full body pictures on Facebook, because that's how they be, they be coming because they see butt. They be like, oh, so I be right here. Nope, let it be a surprise.
All right. When was your last relationship, honey?
My last relationship was it ended completely maybe like 3 months ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Within that relationship.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. I'm going to go off of what my ex said.
Okay, what he said?
He said, I need to work on listening because I like to talk and it's not intentional. I just be trying to get my point across and then I shut up, but I don't always listen. Like they want me.
Big red flag. Absolutely big red flag. A woman that doesn't listen is a woman that loves to argue. A woman that, pretty much like she said, needs to get her point across. She don't care what you said. She only cares what she says. Those are women that will make your life difficult. They will argue. They don't care what you say. They don't care if you make sense or not. They will argue until you hear it, until they finish saying their shit. So, attitude, right? And it's big red flag.
Me too. So I definitely need to work on listening. It's like I hear you, but I tend to cut people off sometimes. So I'm working on that. The other thing would be being too closed off. I am kind of guarded sometimes. Like, I don't treat people differently, but I do kind of guard my heart. I got to see what's going on first before I move. You know what I'm saying? It got to be secure ground I'm stepping on. So that's a big thing. Another thing is I can be spoiled sometimes. Like, I can be whiny sometimes.
So these are all the things your ex told you.
I mean, they're true, they valid, and I can't even argue with it. I recognize it, and it's not the first time somebody told me that.
Listen,
So
I love that you were able to answer your flaws, and and I mean, I wonder if that should be the caveat to the 3 flaws question. What did your last relationship, what did the last guy or girl tell you that you need to work on to become a better partner?
yeah,
You gave me a new idea.
I'm
Okay. Either
very
way,
transparent. I'm honest now, because you can't look at somebody else and talk about somebody else without recognizing, things that you need to work on yourself. That's got to be real with yourself.
absolutely, absolutely. Do you want to get married again?
I'm not completely sold on it, but I'm not completely closed on it. If it's right, then sure, I'll be open to it.
Let me ask you this. Why did you get a divorce?
I got a divorce. Honestly, it was my fault. I'm not even gonna hold you up. It was my fault, and I took accountability for it. And God whooped my ass. Karma whooped my ass for it for a couple years, and I ate it.
Do you want to share what you did?
I mean, I just, he was a good man. Anybody who's ever met that man will tell you he's a good man. He come home, he go to work, he come.
This is something that I wanted to talk about. And I believe this is a lie that society is perpetuating. Maybe my conspiracy hat on, right? That I honestly believe divorce, independent women, single mothers, all this shit, right? Honestly, brings money to society, in my opinion. So, they create this narrative that men are shitty, right? Men are terrible. Men don't help around the house. Men don't help take care of their kids. Men don't do nothing, right? Men are terrible. Men are abusive. Men are liars. All these narratives you hear. Karma will get them. But this is the thing where I want to say, right? All the crap you hear about men, in my honest opinion, is a lie. Now, am I saying that men don't cheat? Men don't do terrible things to women? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that I believe the majority of the time, it is women that are leaving good men. Whether they're bored of the men, whether they think they can do better than the man, whatever reason, okay? But really superficial reason, in my opinion, they leave that man. They marry him, they had kids with him, they spent years with him, but you know what? They, for somewhat reason, right? Like, they're bored of him. They don't have the spark. They fell out of love with him. They think they do better than him. They will divorce the man. It's not that he cheated. It's not that he was abusive. It's not that he didn't help around the house, help with the kids, provide, or whatever. It's not that. It is that she didn't want him anymore. She didn't want him anymore. Just didn't want him because he was a good man. Just didn't want him anymore. The grass is greener in women's brain. Always thinking that. Options. I have options. There's always men that want me. I can get other opportunities. Right? Why do I believe it's a lie, right? The lie that, men are terrible, all this shit that, why women divorce. Because why women divorce? You can see it. You can see it written in ink. Majority of the time, right? You hear this, right? Oh, it's for finances. It's because infidelity. Also, no. The true majority of the time, right, is what is it? The irrevocable differences, right? Very vague, very vague. When you could say that he cheated, or you could say that he's abusive, or whatever. You could say all the other stuff. Instead, you know what? It's we both agreed upon, right? Kind of things like that. It's we just fell apart, shit like that. And I just think that this is the thing. This is the fake narrative that no one this is the narrative that no one talks about. Women leave men, right? Leave their husbands, break their families because they're bored, because they fell in love with a man, because they think they can do better than the man. That is my opinion.
Home, he was good. There was things that I wanted, and I tried to communicate those things to him over and over again, almost a year. And I just felt like he wasn't trying to meet those expectations, and I left him. And I say that I was wrong, not because of me leaving him, but the way that I left him was very hurtful to him. So I had to apologize through him hating me, to get that back, because I had a life with him. I have kids with him. You know what I'm saying? I did them both. So I took accountability.
And this is the thing with women, right? She said, oh, I voiced certain things that I want him to change or whatever. Like things you want, right? Here's the thing. One, stop marrying men you want to change. That's the insanity of women. Here's the thing where I hope you guys would do it, right? But this is what I do. This is my own thing where I will always say, if I go on a date, if I'm dating someone, if I'm even in a relationship with someone, I will tell them, what you see is what you get. So if you love the man that you see right now, right? All my quirks, all my flaws, all that shit, okay? If you love this man right now, there will be no difference on my deathbed, okay? I will be that man on my deathbed, okay? So the insanity that you say, oh, I fell out of love with that person, BS, okay? If you want to change that person, that's BS as well, because I'm who I am. And I think most men are like that, okay? So this is insanity. You chose to marry that man. You had all these expectations, all this shit, but yet you married him, okay? Fine. You didn't divorce him then. Even you should have had. I'm pretty sure you didn't have these expectations then. Fine. You had a kid with him. Did he not meet your expectations after the first kid? You still had a second kid with him. So did he not meet your expectation after the second kid? Wait. So you had a third kid with him, and now he didn't meet your expectations? That's the insanity of it. That's the insanity of it, because it doesn't make sense. Okay? You had standards, expectations, yet you would marry the man. You would have not just one kid with him, you had 3 kids with him. And then now he didn't meet my expectations. So now I want to leave a good man, and I want to break up my family. That shit don't make sense to me.
For that. But it was my fault.
I think we don't hear it often. So whenever we see someone willing to take accountability on both ends, men and women, it's refreshing. So, I think that's amazing that you are woman enough to admit that you did some things that ended your marriage and you've learned better for it.
But that's also the thing, right? Great, she learned. But you know what? The world doesn't owe her anything. No man should risk his heart in being with a woman that have proven her disloyalty. She's proven it. She's divorced a good man. Okay? She's proven that she's not loyal. No man is now owed, right? Or, she's not owed any man's understanding or any man's heart. Because here's the thing. The next man will have to risk if she has learned anything, right? If she has learned anything. So really, she's already proved her disloyalty. So the next man has to risk if she's actually a loyal person.
for sure.
Okay, fair enough. Laura, did I ask you why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am very loyal, sometimes to a fault. If we are together, there is
How? It's like, this is the thing with women. This is why women's past matters. Because again, you're not loyal to a fault. You left a good man that you married and have 3 kids with. This is the thing. Men have to think about, okay, she married him, gave him 3 kids, and still left him. And said he was a good man. And still left him. What more can the next man do? Right? What more can the next man do that the other man didn't do? That would make her stay? Really nothing.
no mountain that I won't move to make it work, to do things for the relationship.
Here's the thing. Mystic, you're right. I do not believe women actually change, right? If women have had failed relationships or whatever, I don't think women have worked on themselves. I honestly don't think so. Because here's the thing. Even if women, right? Even if women think that they know she said some flaws, all this shit. Even if they know these flaws, they won't change it, right? They won't change it. Why? Right? One of the reasons why, high-ass egos, right? They are so egotistical, in my opinion, true narcissists, right? That they don't see a reason to change. 2, men still attracted to them, right? They still get sex. They still get men hollering at them, asking for their number, shit like that. So in their mind, do I need to change myself when men are constantly trying to hit me up, trying to get with me? See, that shit right there, that shit it poisons women's brains. They can't see that, oh, maybe he just wants me for sex and I'm just failing in getting relationship with a man. They don't see that shit. So honestly, women just never have the true mental capacity, right? The they don't see the logic in actually improving themselves, especially when it comes to dating.
Things for you. I'm a kind of old fashioned. I'm a cook your meal, run your bath water, bring you your plate, type of woman. I'm very, very loyal, very present, very attentive. I'm honest as they come, sometimes too honest. I'm not a cheater. I don't believe in cheating. So
I want to ask you that because that's the assumption that people are making when you said that your marriage ended because of your fault. People are assuming that you cheated.
well,
Do you want to confirm?
no, cheating is not the only reason that relationships don't work.
No,
And that's not.
this is true. Hold on. This is true. But, and I guess you don't have to answer because it's kind of invasive. But the question is, did you cheat?
To be clear, I did not cheat.
Okay.
I didn't step out of my marriage. No, I did not.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for clearing that up. But now, continue what you were going to say.
What else?
So cheating's not the only reason a relationship ends?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of reasons a relationship ends. I know people put a lot of, spotlight on cheating. And, cheating is a deal breaker for a lot of people. But that wasn't the reason. So, I'm not.
But here's the thing. In my honest opinion, when you get married, right? Get married. Cheating and violence is the only reason, right? In my opinion, okay? It should be pretty much, again, I'm not thinking about, maybe there's other reasons, right? Like really concrete reasons, but those should be the clear-cut reasons why you would divorce. He's a good man. You had 3 kids with him. You didn't value the marriage vows, right? Sickness and in health, rich and poor, okay? This is the thing where women do not, this is the thing where, I'm sorry, she doesn't qualify for a marriage. She doesn't, not for a marriage. Now, she doesn't seem terrible, right? She doesn't seem terrible, maybe for a relationship, but this is a woman that, sorry, marriage is gone. You don't qualify for it.
I'm not a.
Okay. Well, listen, everyone loves your transparency. Everyone loves your honesty, and everyone loves that you are a woman who's willing to take accountability. So let's get into it. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
Why?
LG for people to search you. We've looked.
Yeah, now she's gonna talk about her crazy app. You know what? I really got tired of Kendra G's app, but you know what? That's her thing, right? That's her game. That's her hustle. So all the power to her. She does. That's why I'm gonna stop it at there because I don't really need to continue hearing that. Yeah, this is the thing, right? Here's my mystic. Here's my because you hear this, right? You hear this with other red pill content creators, right? Here's my thing. If you are a man, right, that loves variety, that loves other women, cool. I'm not saying that there aren't men out there. Yes. But here's the thing. One, don't get married. Don't get married. Do not tie yourself down to one woman if that's your mindset, okay? Plain and simple. Don't. I'm definitely not for cheating. Okay? I'm not someone who promotes cheating. Now, two, unless it's already talked upon, right? Oh, I'm gonna marry you and I still want to have a whole bunch of side chicks or whatever. And she's like, cool, I love you, cool, whatever, right? Whatever. It's like this is the thing where if everything is talked upon, right, before anything is settled, right? If I say, oh, I want to marry you. I want you to make you my main girl, right? But I still want to, have other women too. And she said, yeah, I agree. That's cool. I'm down with that. Then, hell, she agreed to it. There's nothing. But this is the thing. Don't be a shitty man, right? In the sense that you have to make sure that she's fine with it. Because here's the thing where I don't like men that just want to use and abuse women. Because then what makes you so special, right? See, this is the thing where I honestly believe morality is very important in men, in my opinion, right? Your principles, your morality, your self-respect, right? How you live life is very important, in my opinion. So, again, unless everything's on board, right? Everything is like clear cut, everything is talked upon, then cool. If adults can live how they want, okay? As long as it's not hurting anybody and it's agreed upon. Plain and simple. But here's my opinion, right? I wouldn't do that. I hate dating. Yeah, I mean, for me, I hate dating. I really do. I hate getting. I'm terrible, right? I'm terrible at going up to women. I'm terrible at the dating scene, right? My track record ain't that great. So for me, I rather have one woman, and that's it. Because to me, one woman is usually headache enough. More than that, it just brings chaos into my life, right? And I'm average, right? I'm an average man. I ain't no six-figure man. I ain't no millionaire man. I ain't fresh and fit having, Bugattis, Rolexes, all these. No. So really, it's not my kind of thing, right? But I always gotta say, be above board. That's it, right? Be above board. Live by morality, right? Live by your true sense of morality and not by hurting other people, in my opinion. That's it. Yeah, I mean, everyone should have an understanding, right? That, oh, okay, this is agreed upon, so you can't say nothing, right? I'm not cheating. It's agreed upon. So, yeah, that's my viewpoint. Yeah.